Hey folks, it's PA Bearded Biker back with you. Today we are in the state of New York. We're at Falconer, New York, and we are at Harley Davidson of Jamestown. And let me tell you folks, these people have a tremendous selection of both new and used bikes. Today we're going to take a demo ride of a 2019 FXDR, and I'll take you over and show it to you here. But there's a couple of really nice bikes. Here's a Heritage, I believe it's a 2018 Softail Heritage. It's got the 114 engine in it. And here is the Harley Electric Glide. I believe this is an 18 also. It's got the 107. And this is the bad boy here I'm gonna ride. This is the new FXDR with a 114. And this thing looks badass. So we were going to take it for a test ride here in just a little bit. And maybe we'll take this Electric Glide Limited out for a ride also. Kind of interested in these bagger bikes now, so going for comfort more than speed. But and I got my good buddy Justin here. You want to say anything to YouTube? He bought his highway pegs from Jamestown Harley Davidson, and they're kind enough to give him some tools to put them on here in the parking lot. So that's what we're doing right now. But we'll see you out here in the road. We'll get these highway pegs put on, get the FXDR fired up, and take it for a spin. So stay tuned. Alright folks, this is the PA Bearded Biker, and I am on a 2019 Harley Davidson FXDR 114, and this is a totally different ride than what I'm used to. Try to get some of these gauges in the picture. There's not a whole lot to see. There's mile per hour, RPM, and fuel gauge. I'll tell you what folks, this 114 engine is a powerful torque monster. I mean, you know, I had the same reaction whenever I rode the Fat Bob with a 114 earlier this year, and I'll tell you, this is impressive. It really is. So I'm going to make a left-hand turn up here. It was recommended. Wow. I'm telling you what, this thing really has the power. Wow. Really impressive. Make sure there's not a cop behind me. I think this is only 45 mile an hour through here and I'm going 60. And I'm barely on the throttle. I'm in 5th gear. Oh man, it has 6th gear. Wow. Now the riding position on this bike, I'm not a real big fan of. It's more, I feel like I'm hunched over quite a bit than a regular bike. I'm leaning forward with my torso for the handlebars. Is this a long trip bike, cross country? Probably not. Would it be fun to just go out and rip around on? Hell yeah. I mean, for as small as the gauge is, it's fairly easy to read. Now the RPMs, they're a little bit harder to see. They're a smaller. Oh, here's some turns coming up here, so we'll figure out, see how it corners here. Oh yeah, very nice. I'll tell you folks, this thing is very impressive. This bike really deserves a look at whenever if you're looking for a new bike, you really need to test one of these out. I mean, I really like the power, the speed. And I'll tell you what, it sounds pretty good too. For being stock. Okay, there's 6th gear. I'm going up fairly steep hill. No problem whatsoever. You know, the 114 engine, like I said, it was in that Fat Bob that I rode earlier this year. There's a Softail Heritage back there I kind of want to ride too. It has a 114 in it. I am very impressed with the power. I mean, there's just torque galore. There's nobody behind me. I'm in 6th gear, folks. Slowed down to like 35. Right back up to 50 and with no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around here in just a little bit. I'm having a lot of fun. This is a super, super bike. Look for a place to turn around down here. Looks like a crossroads coming up, so. You know, I kind of got used to my windshield on my Sportster, and this doesn't have a windshield on it. So I'm getting all the wind too. I don't know if you can hear it in the microphone or not. I will just pull in here to the right here and just turn around and go back. And I'll tell you what, something I noticed with this bike just pulling out of there is it seems to have the same seat material as the Fat Bob, and my butt is planted in the seat. It doesn't move one bit. Alright, there's 4th gear, 48 mile an hour. 5th gear. And then you hit 6th gear. Wow. Very impressive. I seen the tag hanging right inside the store up here at Jamestown Harley, and it said it was $21,000, which I'd heard that's what the price tag was going to be on this bike. You know, is it worth $21,000? It's all up to the individual buying or looking for a new bike. Me personally, I'm more of a longer trip, more comfortable ride. Younger person, I know that's what Harley is gearing this bike toward, is the younger crowd. But you know, maybe for somebody younger that doesn't really care, you know, about the comfort so much, you know, and not going on long rides, maybe just across town or whatever, this would probably be a good bike for them. But I'll tell you what, folks, if you like power, if you like torque, this is your bike right here. I mean, it is full power. I can't say enough of it. I don't have enough adjectives to describe the amount of torque this thing has in every single gear without hesitation. Nothing. It is very impressive. And the cornering is awesome. Super impressed. This thing has LED lights the whole way around. Yeah, the black paint, the big fat tire on the back. This thing is just a badass machine. I said that back there at the dealership, but I'll tell you what, that was just looking at it. Riding it is a whole different story. It's very impressive. I just can't stop saying that, I guess, but I was impressed by the Fat Bob earlier this year, and I think this blows that away. I mean, they have the same engine and everything. This one sounds, I think, cooler than the Fat Bob. I don't know if it's that 2-in-1 exhaust or what it is. I just want to mention that Jamestown Harley Davidson, I just came up here today, kind of out of the blue, and asked if I could demo this bike, and they were more than happy to accommodate taking a test ride, I guess. I really like and admire that about Harley Davidson dealers. Everybody is super helpful. They said any of the bikes up on the upper floor that I wanted to ride, any of the used models, I was more than welcome to test ride any of those also. So that was very nice of them. Everybody was very friendly, helpful, not pushy at all. And I'll tell you what, that's what you'll look for in any kind of dealership, whether it's a car or a motorcycle or truck or whatever. I was really looking forward to riding this bike, and it did not let me down one bit, folks. I mean, I am kind of hunched over a little bit, more than I guess what I'm used to. Once I got used to it, it's not quite so bad. I feel like I am putting a little bit of pressure on my forearms and my wrists. But other than that, it's pretty comfortable. It's not a bike I would like to take, you know, ride it to Sturgis or anything, but well, I'll tell you, just to get out and rip around on, wow, this thing is awesome. All right, we're pulling back in here to Harley Davidson of Jamestown. So I hope you enjoyed taking this ride with me. I know I enjoyed it.